Is this video for sailing and entertainment purposes only? You're dang skippy it is.
Who's your favorite reaction channel? Somebody asked. Karina.
Why are you walking away so fast? You're walking in uniform.
Obsessed with Karina Kaboom. What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
I was ghosted tonight.
Ha! The ha is going in Karina's intro tomorrow. I know it is. I cannot wait.
I don't do that.
You're kidding, right? What's it like knowing that your Amber Lynn's the one that got away? I am not fazed.
Good evening.
What are you doing out here?
I mean, Amber Lynn and I have so many reaction channels talking about who else is in Gore World. Like, does anyone even still talk about Amber Lynn? Thanks for nothing.
Hello everybody. In today's video, for the low introductory price of absolutely nothing, I am here to talk to you about Amber Reed's DMs with Alex is shook. You see, she's very upset at Alex's reaction channel. I'm going to link his channel down below. She's very upset with him. She sent him a very scathing DM, and then she unsent it because that's what we like to call good communication. All right, Amberlynn, from like on behalf of the community, I would just personally like to thank you so much for being such an entertaining person. I feel Amberlynn is the most entertaining YouTuber in the world. That's just my personal opinion, and you can fight me in the comments with all of these Kermits. Who doesn't belong with these frogs? Let me know in the dislikes down below. Okay. Other part of this video is we're going to take a look at some of her Q&A, okay? She did another Instagram Q&A. Thanks, Amber, for doing it for free for us. As well as Foodie Beauty did a whole mukbang where she trashed reaction channels, right? And she's also standing up for our girl, Amberlynn Reed. But as I've always said about Foodie, Amberlynn, please don't trust Foodie Beauty. She doesn't like you, and vice versa. It's going to be a very exciting time to be alive, girls. Grab your Kermits. So we're going to talk about all this ridiculous drama, or My Name Isn't Wilbur, or Kermit Kaboom, if you could not tell already from this ridiculous intro. As always, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm only sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information made public by public figures. I would urge you to please be kind in the comment section to these people. Please do not go out of your way to go to these people's channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments.
Okay, so let's start off by talking about this message that Amber Lynn sent me. I was sitting right here yesterday. This happened yesterday. I think that she sent this message when she was doing the Instagram Q&A. Should I be flattered or scared?
Eggs.
So I am unblocked. Maybe she'll see this video and go ahead and go in there and block me again. And it popped up so quick, I wasn't able to get a screenshot, but I was able to see a little bit of the message. I definitely got the vibe that she was unhappy with me. So what she had to say is that she was watching my most recent video. I think it was the reaction that I did to her vlog when she addressed why wifey wasn't speaking to her anymore. What I said was her getting with that girl right after being with wifey was kind of a manipulation for her to get wifey back. She wanted to make Feline jealous. There's that saying, you don't know what you have till it's gone.
Just lost your chance at a...
The part of the message that I saw from Amber was, why do I always twist her breakup to fit my narrative of her life?
Okay, so Alex goes on to say that obviously he's not twisting the narrative of Amberlynn's life or relationship at all, but is just going off of what Amberlynn, public figure, is clearly posting on the internet. I have never seen Alex, or in my personal opinion, any other reaction twist the narrative. I think she's so upset because people read her really well. Like, the majority of people can see exactly what's going on, and she, in my opinion, is always trying to hide something, okay? Now, if you have understood what's going on here, this is when she was drinking a bunch of water, okay, and doing that first Instagram Q&A where she said she was in love with somebody new. She had messaged Alex and realized that it was a bad idea and unsent the message, which in my opinion is very like, what's the opposite of brave? Okay, so my own personal opinion on this differs a little bit from Alex. So this situation is about, I guess he felt that when she started to quote unquote fall in love with this new girly, right? This is, okay, so let me just back up. Amberlynn was with Wifey for 2 years, and Wifey broke up with her before fireworks on July 4th. Amberlynn continued to do things with Wifey and live with her, and then met a new girl on the internet, right? Or it could have been a Kermit hand puppet, it could have been somebody trolling her, it could have been anybody. And Amber said that she fell in love with this other girl. Right now, Amber said that she's in love with a church girl and some other girl. Just keep that in mind. So Wifey supposedly got very upset that Amberlynn was in love with this other girl while they were still living in Kentucky, and did not want to be friends with Amberlynn once she drove Amberlynn for 15 hours to her new destination where Amber lives now. So now Amber misses Wifey, still wants to be with Wifey, but Wifey supposedly doesn't want to be her friend because Amber was in love with this other person. I don't believe Amberlynn knows what love is. You cannot constantly fall in love with people you haven't even met and talked to for 3 minutes. Maybe they were a Kermit hand puppet. Okay, this brings us current, so you understand what the backstory is. Alex was trying to say that, I guess in his opinion, that he felt that Amberlynn was trying to make Wifey jealous and come back by saying she was in love with another person. If you want to know my opinion, I think that's a great theory. That could have happened. What I think, personally, my opinion, is that it's a lot more simpler than that. I think that Amberlynn has already posted on the internet, this is a matter of fact what I'm saying, that she cannot be alone. She claims she can't be alone emotionally. I think she can't be alone physically and emotionally. She needs somebody to take her to Target. She's not looking for the one. She's looking for the one to drive her to Walmart and Target. It's never a personalized love for her, in my opinion, based on the things that she has said and done. She's not looking to fall in love with someone. She's looking for somebody to take her to Target, to take care of her. You are looking for a caretaker. You are. You're looking for a person to drive you around, to help you with a potato, to just be around you all the time and take you to appointments and do everything for you. You're basically looking for another mommy. That's my opinion. Why am I bringing this up? I don't think personally that she was trying to make Wifey jealous and come back. I think this is called survival mode. She knew that she was moving to Oklahoma, another state. Yes, mom was going to take her places, but if you notice, mom doesn't take her places every single day, okay? She was desperate, in my opinion, to find another caretaker, another person that would take care of her. You understand? It's just the same word. This is a vocabulary channel, people. She was really scared that she was going to have to do everything on her own in another state, and she was going to replace Wifey by any means possible. So she didn't care that Wifey was upset or she loved Wifey or whatever. She just needed to secure the next person that would take her everywhere and do everything for her in the other state. And that survival mode, the means to an end of, I just need somebody to be there physically with me and emotionally, was more important than Wifey's feelings. I suspect that Wifey didn't take too kindly to that and was upset. However, the reason that I gave you my opinion and Alex's opinion is to show that people will have different theories based on what Amberlynn, public figure, will put out. Amber, I could tell you personally, I really don't care what happens in your life other than you being healthy and happy. I always wish everybody I talk about all the best, but we can only respond to what you're saying. I agree with Alex. Alex is basically saying, I'm not manipulating anything. I'm not twisting the narrative. I can only respond to what Amber's putting out. Amber clearly put out the information that she's devastated over Wifey breakup, that it was mutual, then cried about it, clearly showed us that it was not mutual, okay? Still texting her, I love you, I miss you every day, which is stalkerish behavior. Then Wifey says, I don't want to be your friend, supposedly, based on what, again, Amber's telling us. And Amber is crying and having TikTok meltdowns and YouTube meltdowns about this. And Alex doesn't have any right to judge this. Here's the bottom line. And you'll see in the Q&A that I'm about to read that Amber doesn't like reaction channels. But I think that what Alex said and what I said are just our opinions of what Amber is putting out. One of the things that really pisses off Amber and Foodie Beauty, Chantal, is when people can see right into them. Like, I hate to break it to you, she thinks that she can manipulate the audience or whatever, but people see you for who you are, which is, You just needed help, which I don't fault you for. And you were willing to, not care about wifey's feelings. And also, this whole thing with wifey is so ridiculous because the woman broke up with you. If she's serious, let's not forget, this is a woman who you told us was polyamorous. You told us that. Here's the live stream. How can a polyamorous woman who's so open-minded and understands that people can have various relationships while they're having other relationships, how can a person such as this be angry that her single girlfriend fell in love? Make it make sense. There's something that you're not saying, Amberlynn, and even Amber said that she's only telling 5% of the story. Don't blame this on Alex because Alex just gave an opinion. Amberlynn, here's a really simple, easy way of people, not speculating or not giving their opinion on things. Stop being a public figure. Stop monetizing your life. And by the way, I think that Alex's theory is possible. I believe what I'm saying as well. Like, it's not that deep, Amber. If you don't want people talking about you, don't monetize your life. So she sent him this DM saying that she was not happy with him. Why do you need to twist the narrative? And then she unsent it because she's so brave. So obviously, I think that she's upset with Alex because I think Alex has been rather kind to her in the past. And now that Alex is still kind to her, by the way, but can give an opinion, she's now mad. Amberlynn, if you have something to say, why don't you just say it? Who sends up DM and then unsends it? So maybe next time Alex can screenshot it for us. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she doesn't have the courage to send a full DM and let the person read it fully. I don't know. At the end of the day, this is all ridiculous. People can only respond to what you are putting out. And you're just upset. I think Amberlynn is just angry and upset that a person can have an opinion on what she's saying. This is no different than the news giving an opinion about Kylie Jenner's new relationship or celebrity's new relationship. What is the difference? If you don't want people to know, Amberlynn, don't talk about it. So in my opinion, there's always this feeling of why are commentary and reaction channels talking about me? They're making money on me. Just wanted to say for the billionth time, Amberlynn, her only job is YouTube, which I don't judge her for that because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really don't, which is, I would have just told you if I thought there was something wrong with it. The thing is that a lot of reaction channels or commentary people, like, they have other careers and lives and jobs. So she's so upset with Alex sending him DMs, unsending it. Oh, like, how dare you, like, switch the narrative of my life to fit your narrative or whatever, when you don't have to be telling anyone anything. You're only doing it for profit, and as are the reaction and commentary channels. If tomorrow Amberlynn Reed ceases to talk about her life on YouTube, people will talk about other things. People will talk about other people. I know I certainly didn't make a name for myself on Amberlynn Reed on YouTube. And before Amberlynn, I had a YouTube channel. And if Amber stops uploading or stops talking about her life, I will have a channel that has nothing to do with her, like I did before, because my channel had nothing to do with her whatsoever before. So it's just funny how she likes to say, oh, well, you're twisting the narrative. Well, he doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't owe you anything. He's not your bestie. Okay, let's just take a look at parts of her Q&A, and we'll do another part 2 tomorrow. Are you drinking again? No, I'm currently sober. And this one is the one that is really important and fits into this video the most. Will you ever come up with your own content? So Amber's doing an Instagram Q&A, and she picked this question. I would even go so far as to say, as I believe that she could have written this question on purpose to say the answer. Please never forget, and this used to happen all the time, it is the opinion of the community, and also my opinion, that she did write her own questions at some points, because you'll never be able to tell. She'll never prove to you that she did or she didn't. But even if she doesn't write some of her own questions, I think that she, by magic, of course, I love it when magic gets involved. Get your own channel, magic. She very often makes this decision to answer the things that she wants to stick it back to the audience or stick it back to the reaction channels, where basically if she wants to say something, she'll pretend that somebody asked her this or whatever. So she's basically going to tell you that reaction channels don't have their own content. Everything I film is my content. I think you meant to ask the reaction channels this. I'll forgive you. Wow, you're certainly in a wonderful holiday mood. How's that dating life coming along, Amberlynn?
Well, I have a husband I had to pay for.
Okay. So I will only be able to speak for myself here. I do not use Amber's content in my videos. Maybe you've noticed that. I don't use it. I don't need it, so I don't use it. She is very ABU-SIV, you get the point, with copyright striking and just in general false flagging of anyone using her content on YouTube. I don't use it, so I don't need her content to make videos. Just like, you know, I didn't need other people's content to make videos before. I don't physically and visually need somebody else's content to talk about what they're doing. And I think that she gets mad that there are channels out there like me that don't rely on her physical, visual content. I just rely on what I think. She's a public figure. She's putting out information. People are allowed to respond to it, just like the news are, like I said earlier. Well, here's the thing. All of the work of all the reaction channels are their own work. Let me tell you something. It takes a lot to make nothing into something. Her content, besides being boring most of the time, is difficult to sit through. Forget about us, for her own audience. That's what they say. That's why they go to reaction channels. And reaction channels, commentary channels, bring, in my personal opinion, their own personal spin to things. People usually come not just for Amber or Foodie or whoever news, but the person's personality. This is my whole content. I film all the clips that I use in the majority. Like once in a while, I'll use like Destiny's clip or Foodie's clip. All the credit is down below. Their channels are linked down below for you to check out the original source. But the majority of the content that's in this video is created by me, meaning that I film all the clips. So, you know, she's angry at compilation channels. She's angry, like she tried to take down Apathetic Facts multiple times. She is angry that people can make money off of talking about her or Foodie Beauty, but she's like the last person that people are making money off talking about, because reaction commentary channels started out a very long time ago, and I can assure you that there was a time where nobody cared. And they talked about other people. There's lots of different communities that got talked about and nobody cared. So, Amberlynn, this is our content. And when people say, will you ever come up with your own content? I think this is what they mean. Without you making up stories about your personal life or talking about your personal life, you don't have any content. Tomorrow, if you stop uploading, people can talk about different public figures. I think this boils down to she's angry that people can make money talking about her or any other public figure. However, she has multiple videos on her channel using other people's work. Now, I don't mean just taking a clip here and there. I mean fully reacting to Abby Sharp's entire video, fully reacting to Jordy's video, fully reacting to Zachary Michael's video, taking a large chunk of James Charles's content. And she continues to do this, taking things from TikTok. Why is it okay for you to make money reacting to other people, but it's not okay for other people? Also, all the false flagging that she's done, her channel should have been, in lots of trouble. So, like, I would never bring up the topic if I were her about, oh, everything I film is mine, but reaction channels are, this is all of my content. I filmed all the turkeys. I filmed all the cats. And you should be lucky to have a Kermit, Amberlynn. Honestly, if I was Amberlynn, I would go and seriously put out holiday merch called Red Flags Are Us, because that's who you are to all the girlies, the way you're acting as single Lynn. By the way, she's not done. She's literally not done. When are you changing your username? Whenever I can think of one I like. The reason why people keep mentioning this is Hi, I'm Bambi has some kind of a reference to Bambi and Feline. Who cares? This was with her ex, and I guess her ex came up with a name or something. And people are saying if you're over your ex, and it's like kind of inappropriate to keep a nickname that your ex gave you. She is not over her ex, because she, in my opinion, still has hopes that she can rekindle the relationship. As I said earlier in the video, my personal opinion is that she's just looking for a person to fill her time with, not necessarily somebody she loves, just somebody that could take her everywhere. But that person is gone, and you're to blame, and you need to honestly move on from it, okay? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Spending it with all of my family. Good for you, Amberlynn. I'm really glad that you get to spend time with your family. This one is the best one, and we'll end on this, and we'll go to Foodie Beauty, and we'll do like a part 2 later. When I'm having a bad day, I remember the quote, "I am so much better than the majority of you. Love you so much." What a queen. Yeah, Amber Lynn has done a lot of really shady stuff behind the scenes. For example, besides promising to get Apathetic Facts a privacy complaint if Apathetic Facts ever shared the emails that Amber Lynn wrote to them demanding that they delete their videos of her, besides going behind the scenes and going after people privately so that they could remove their videos, Amber Lynn also likes to rage about other people on Instagram. My opinion is the reason that she does this, or Snapchat or any other platforms, is because she thinks that less of her audience will see it. Okay. So she had this Snapchat rant that she is so much more better than other people. She also had a Snapchat rant saying that, people are disrespectful. I'm not going to say what what she was saying. She always feels like she's better than people and smarter than people. That's the vibe I get. And here's the thing. I don't take all of this seriously. I wish her all the best because she's still a human being and I'm sure she's trying her best. But what I will say is, Amber Lynn, the way that you treat people comes back to you. And I think we're seeing a lot of that in your private life. It's not very nice to say that you're better than other people and smarter than other people. At the end of the day, what Alex shared in his video, and just in general, what I see with her is she's upset that people have an opinion on her public statements that she makes as a public figure. Well, then don't be a public figure. I wanted to move on to Foodie Beauty and Amber together, and what Foodie also said in a recent video where she was trashing reaction channels. In this video, Foodie Beauty ends the video saying that everybody constantly talks about, pretty much I'm paraphrasing, I'll include the clip.
I mean, Amber Lynn and I have so many reaction channels talking about the dumbest things. Because who else is in Gore World? Does anyone even still talk about Amber Lynn? Thanks for nothing. Honestly, I think you should rename Gore World Chantalverse. Because who else is in Gore World?
That basically, people just criticize and talk about her and Amber Lynn. Really? Here is you just this past year saying that nobody is talking about Amber Lynn anymore. Really? And that you should be the only one in Girl World. And nobody even really talks about Amber. You don't even know anybody. Does anybody even talk about Amber? Look, you can't have it both ways. The reason that I put this together, and to be 100% clear, Foodie later then says, well, yeah, maybe she does have specific reaction channels, but her real attitude towards Amber is a negative attitude. Now, for somebody to come on the internet and say, Girl World is only me, I'm the only one in Girl World, Amber isn't, which, by the way, Amber started it, but anyways, she's the one that started saying girl. But anyways, the point is that I am sharing this right here before I talk about Foodie's video to say this is the same idea, disingenuous, duplicitous, not a real friendship. As I've said before, if you don't know what happened between these two, they were always frenemies. They were always fake friends. I always said they were fake friends. And I recently discussed this where Amber Lynn knew what Foodie Beauty's ex-non-boyfriend did to her, still went into his live stream at 4 a.m., called him and his new girlfriend entertaining, basically betraying Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty trashed her. Then Foodie Beauty had said that she doesn't support people like Amber, and Amber is so desperate for friendship, in my opinion, that she was in Foodie's chat. This brings us current, where now they're trying to be buddy-buddy, and they're trying to be friendly with each other. All of this is fake and duplicitous. Chantal, either people are constantly talking about Amber, or as you said, nobody even talks about Amber. See, what I'm trying to show here is that you can't trust what Chantal says about Amber, what Amber says about Chantal. I think they both probably really miss having, not a friendship, because they clearly never had one. It's just this, whole, ally system that didn't work anyways. Chantal, she betrayed you. She said that the person that hurt you was entertaining. That was entertainment to her. That's all I have to say. And I could go on with what happened between Foodie Beauty and her ex, but I'm not. But Amber found it entertaining. My point here is it's continuation of the fake relationship between Foodie and Amber. Chantal, either people talk about her or they don't. Obviously, this is a small detail that, Foodie keeps changing, Chantal keeps changing, but it sort of shows you what's going on underneath the surface. It's not a real relationship, Amber Lynn. You can go into her live streams and forget that she doesn't support people like you. and forget that she's trashed you. And Chantal, you can forget that she betrayed you. She was supposed to be your friend at 4 a.m. and then blamed it on her psychologist because Amber said, my psychologist told me to go and apologize and pretty much be nice to the guy that, really treated Chantal, badly. So fake friendship, yet again, you're out here saying nobody talks about her, but they do, but they don't. It's a frenemy relationship that they both need because they probably feel they don't have any support on YouTube. And I always say that Amber does have support on YouTube. Way more people defend Amber than Chantal. Okay, I wanted to discuss the rest of Foodie's mukbang video in which she called reaction channel names, said that their audience are also very bad and called you guys, like the reaction channels, audiences, bad names as well, and basically said that her and her husband are living very uneventful lives and very boring, very peaceful lives. Yeah, okay. You're like dying, in my opinion, to get away from him. You said, and I quote, I want to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and I want to go to Canada this week crying hysterical in the middle of the night. That was just a live stream this month. You're right. You're very happy with them. Anyways, I digress. So what happens is in this mukbang video, she says, she calls reaction channels names. She says, oh, you need to feed your kids with the money that you make with this. You are literally ruining your life forever with the way that you make videos, but that's allowed. Why is it wrong to talk about public figures for a fee, even though the entertainment and news do it? It's called the entertainment business, but it's okay for you to literally do bad things to yourself for a fee. All of your videos are against the TOS, Chantal. I'm not even going forward with that anymore because, you choose to make these videos. That's fine. That's your business. Okay. So the main point that she's trying to make is that her and her husband are not going to be talking about their private lives. And if you know her from before, she would never forego a certain type of a relationship with him. And all the reaction channels keep acting like they know her and her husband's lives. And she says, you know nothing. You are talking about unfounded accusations. You just don't know what's going on with us. I would never pretty much be with him if, that wasn't going on and all that other stuff. Because the majority of the reaction channels, give opinions about what's really going on in her relationship with her husband. I don't really care if you're doing that with your husband or not. I have my own opinions on it, which I think the majority of people can understand what's going on, but it doesn't matter what you do with your husband. I'm not even going to go into it. Your main point here, Chantal, in this mukbang rage video, after you call people names and say, oh, if I'm the unhinged one, that's what she says, what about these people speculating on my life? First, you're a public figure. It comes with a job. Don't like it? Stop selling your life for profit. Second of all, your point is that reaction channels are always wrong. They don't live with you, which they don't, thank God. And, you're saying that they don't know what's going on. I'm going to give you a basic example. For years, people said that Chantal had diabetes, okay? Because she did share her blood work sometimes, and people believe she had diabetes based on what she said and showed. Chantal continuously denied having diabetes, and of course, because it's November sweeps and YouTubers are making the most amount of money in November and in December, she came out with a video last night, saying she has diabetes. When people confronted her on her lying for years and saying that she didn't, she said, I was in denial. Why did I bring this up? I brought this up to say that eventually when this relationship doesn't work out or something already happens, you're going to say, oh yes, I was in denial about the relationship. I was this. Your audience and Amber Lynn Reed's audience always actually are on point and know what's going on. I had just mentioned it earlier in the video. The theme of this video is our girls are upset and angry that people are spot on. People told you had diabetes, you were in denial. People told you that you were mistreating BBJ, you were. And like one of my commenters said last night, by giving the cat to FFG, you let the cat out of the bag. Everybody now knows that you neglected her. The point of the story is your audience knows exactly what's going on. I don't know what you're doing with your husband and I don't care, but I'm going to tell you this. Usually when people are a certain way satisfied in a relationship, they don't rage at 3 a.m. at their haters because they're busy. You could be having whatever relationship you have with him and I don't care, and I wish y'all the best. I hope you're happy. I don't care what you do with your husband. But I will say one thing, since you brought it up, Chantal. In this video, you clearly state that if you as a viewer know Chantal from before, you know she wouldn't stay in a relationship that she wasn't getting something. Well, what I know about you is that you will stay in unfulfilling, unloving, bad relationships that are very seriously bad just to satisfy whatever idea in your head. My opinion is that she has this idea in her head that she wants to have a partner, the same as Amber. And I think that these two people are willing to go to any lengths, any means necessary, any lengths to get that partner. Why am I saying this also? I forget if it's in this video, because I watch her videos, or if it's another video. Recently, Chantal said the most outrageous thing. She said, I am shooting for 5,000 views on YouTube. Are you what? Are you okay? You have 95,000 subscribers. You are now trying to get 5,000 views? You used to get 50 and 40 and 20 and 30. Then she said the most outrageous thing, that YouTube is a side hustle for her and not her main job. Maury determined that that is a lie, and if he wasn't retired, he would continue to determine that you're lying. First of all, how is she paying the bills with this guy? On 5,000 views. On a good day, that is $50, but it's usually less. On top of that, if this is your side hustle, what's your main job? And then you had a live stream that you deleted where you said he didn't love you.
He doesn't love me after one fight. He never did.
And then culminating, I love the word culminating, in you saying that you weren't happy, you want to do whatever you want to do, crying, I'm running back to Canada. Yeah, that's a happy, healthy relationship. So, rinse, lather, delusion, repeat. Keep pretending to be friends with Amber and keep thinking that reaction channels don't know what's going on. The problem here is that people are onto you and to Amber. And if you watch Chantal, especially recently, I watched her for a very long time. There's a very, very big sense. You can feel it. It's palpable that she's hiding a lot. So that's my opinion. Wish everybody mention all the best. Thank you so very much for watching today. If you enjoyed today's video, please go and check out this other video popping up here. If you don't like it, go and leave it a dislike. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the video. Comments, dislikes, what you thought of this video, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
What's your name? Fred? Do you know Amberlynn Reed? Do not try to come up to me and attack. Hey, look, all of Amberlynn's fans. Hey, don't attack. Do not attack. You threw nuts at me? Excuse me, sir. You watch YouTube? You monetized? Under the new guidelines? Excuse me. Excuse me, do not try to attack just because I'm asking about Amberlynn Reed. Sir. Ah, you've been watching Foodie Beauty. Look at this guy. Excuse me, I'm going to expose you on YouTube so bad. Look at him. He's been exposed. He's been exposed for requesting mukbangs. It's okay. Excuse me. Have you been asking Amberlynn out on dates and then catfishing her and then ghosting her? This is the squirrel that ghosted Amberlynn. See? See? Come right up to me. Come right up to me and admit it. Step right up and admit you ghosted Amberlynn. You ghosted Amberlynn. Look at this. Ghosting Amberlynn right in front of our eyes. Oh, maybe it was you that ghosted Amber.